Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. Thank you so much for joining me today. First up, I am taking you inside of Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine as I learn about how they are combining Thai flavors into their Asian menu. I sit down with their manager and also try out different cuisines. Then it's Women's Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial, and today we are discussing insurance planning and how that relates to your holistic financial planning. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine. I am here at Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine restaurant, which offers an array of options, and they're fusing in a little Thai concept. So whether it's curry, sushi, sashimi, or desserts, well, they have you covered. And today I'm going to take you on the inside, speak with their manager, and try out so many dishes, and you're invited. Let's do it. I am now joined by Kelly Willicott, who is the manager here at Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine. Hello.
Hi, nice
How
to meet you. Thank you.
Okay, so this spot is so cute.
Thank you.
You know, it's such a
Thank
little
you.
vibe when you walk in. And talk to me about Nori and really what you all have to offer the community.
Yes, so we do have the fusion of Asian food. So you have your Thai food, your hibachi, your sushi. They do a great job with it. They make their own sauces here as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yes,
Okay, so of course when we think hibachi, we think about them flipping and throwing in the fire. Is it done at the table or behind the scenes?
So the hibachi, like you're saying, it does mean flat top. However, our flat top grill is in back. Out front, you get the show of your guests that are sitting with you, and the food itself speaks for it.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
And you have so many different things on the menu
Yes, ma'am.
that look so yummy. And so with that fusion that's involved, what are some of the popular items that people really gravitate towards?
So definitely, people love that pineapple fried rice. For the dinner, it is served in a pineapple, which is kind of neat. They're always looking for SpongeBob in there, but none have been found. But the pineapple fried rice, the sushis, they do a great job. The sriracha does showcase the chef's best choices of the sashimi and sushi.
Yeah.
They do a great job with the curries. It is different than the Indian curry. Our Thai curries are done at different levels. I think Indian curries switch as far as the spice levels go. They do very well with those. Again, made in-house in the back.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
and I know like throughout the day you offer different things. So lunch hour and lunch period can get kind of busy because you have lunch specials.
Yes, ma'am. So
Yes.
we do have lunch specials, like you're saying, Monday through Friday until 2:30. There's like a pick 3 sushi combo that you can choose. There's many of the portions that we have for dinner are served then for lunch at about 2/3 the amount.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
so with you being here for over 5 years, you've got to see this place really grow. And so
Yes.
as the manager, what is the vibe and the feel that you want for people to experience when they dine here?
I would like them to feel like it's family. The servers, they do a great job of welcoming and making sure that everyone feels like they're part of the family. You're not just our guest, but you are our family.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone leaves feeling happier than what they came.
Yeah,
Is what we want.
I love that. And do you have a favorite item on the menu?
All of it.
Choose one of your kids.
Yeah, exactly. I do like the pineapple fried rice as well. It's awesome. You can get a spice level to it, so I like the medium chicken pineapple fried rice.
Oh, perfect. Well, guess what? That's one of the things that's on the list of what I'm going to try. So I'm so thrilled to sit down and learn more about your menu and give it a taste.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
Thank
do
you.
it.
I appreciate you.
Okay, we're sitting down in the dining area. Again, I am joined by Kelly, who is the manager, and we have a beautiful display of different appetizers that I'm so excited to taste. Okay, so let's start off with this salad.
Yes, ma'am.
Please describe to me what this salad is.
Sure. So you have your iceberg lettuce, and then you have your seaweed salad on top of that with a little bit of carrot. They do make that homemade ponzu sauce as the dressing. It's really good dressing. Thank you.
That is a good dressing. Wow. I think seaweed is a great way to start off a meal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Prepare your palate for the sushi that you'll be eating. Okay, speaking of sushi,
Yes.
this here is such a beautiful sushi roll. Oh my goodness. And this is called Indiana Beach.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
We're in
ma'am.
Indiana, of course, so we have to represent. So describe to me what is involved with this sushi in particular.
So that one has your shrimp, avocado, spicy tuna, and cream cheese. It is deep fried. It normally will have the spicy mayo, eel sauce on it, and
Yeah.
masago on top as well. It's a really great roll.
It looks so good. I was trying to like capture it with the pieces still on top because I love those
Yes,
little
ma'am.
pieces of the egg stuff. This is one that you just have to dive in, guys. You just have to dive in. Wow. Wow. That was a mouthful, but it was so good. And I think
you.
my favorite part is the fact that it's deep fried.
Yes.
So it's added that extra crunch. Y'all heard that crunch. And I'm so big on a good crunch. So that is delicious and a must have. And it's warm on the inside.
Yes.
With the cream cheese and stuff. So this one was a surprise.
Oh, good,
Okay,
good. Thank
love
you.
that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to this beautiful appetizer platter. And I love this on your menu because I feel like it gives you a little bit of all what you have to offer.
Yes.
So let's just start here with the spring roll, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then you have dipping sauces. So tell me about the
Yes.
sauces.
So that orange one will be the one that we typically pair with the spring roll. Or
Okay.
spring roll.
Is that the
Yes.
sweet and sour?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what are these over here?
Then you have a gyoza sauce and then a tempura sauce as well.
Ooh,
all made
okay.
in-house.
Yum, yum. And then what do y'all have in your spring roll?
So that one, it does have the cabbage and carrots. It's really good. They mince it up really well for you.
I feel like I want to
Yeah,
taste this. You say it's the, tell me again.
that would be your tempura sauce.
Tempura. Wow. That gyoza? That's my favorite.
Oh, good. Wonderful. I'm glad.
Yes. Okay. And next, what do we have here?
That's your chicken gyoza. So inside we'll have
Oh.
the chicken and onion.
So what is gyoza?
So it's like a pot sticker.
Okay.
You can get it, typically we serve it steamed, but you're welcome to get it fried if you would like to.
I see. When you say gyoza sauce, this is the sauce you use.
Yes,
with the
ma'am.
gyoza.
Yes, ma'am. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, that was the name of the sauce. Okay.
No, you're fine.
That's why I felt familiar. Okay, it's all coming back to me. Now, this was fascinating. This is a vegetable pancake.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Now,
So
what is that?
So it's a dough that they make in back, and then it'll have your onion, carrot, and green onion as well. And they deep fry that one.
So, is there potatoes?
No, that's
Okay,
just
it's
the
just a
type
dough.
of dough that they make it from. It gives it that texture.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Like in a sense of if you want, this is a great vegetarian option.
Yes.
Because
that
people
is.
can still have like that consistency of like pizza or just one of
Yes.
those little favorite
Oh,
comfort
absolutely.
foods.
Yes.
But with the vegetables, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And then lastly, what is this?
That's our crab rangoon. So again, made in house. They do a great job with it. They
Beautiful
fold it
color.
themselves.
Really? Ooh, look at that crisp. I see crab. You know, sometimes they trick you.
Yes, yes, and make a cream cheese instead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jessica's favorite pick of all of the appetizers. Ooh, if you cannot tell, I absolutely love that Indiana Beach roll. Go to put that on your list to try. And next, we're gonna move on to the entrees.
Yes, ma'am.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine. Welcome back. I am here at Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine, and I am joined by Kelly, their store manager, and we're having fun learning more about how they fuse together different flavors in Thai food as you can experience a really nice, chill environment. And so I already tasted some appetizers, which were great, and now I'm so thrilled to taste some of the entrees, and look at this spread. Okay, I just love the presentation.
Thank you, thank you.
Presentation is great. Okay, so let's start with this dish over here. So this is a fish item, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's the nori snapper. So they deep fry that snapper in their panko breading, which they make in back.
Oh, panko.
And they use it with the yellow curry. It does have the onion and bell peppers as well.
Oh, well, I gotta get that dipped in there.
Yes, ma'am.
And again, as I've talked, the crisp is everything. I can already hear it. Not too spicy, but it hits. I really do enjoy yellow curry because it has like this really nice blend with the coconut milk that's in it, so that's really good. And that portion size, my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, let's also tackle this big baby here. Like, wow, you talked about it earlier. One of your favorites is the pineapple fried rice. And so talk to me about the one that I chose.
So you have that pineapple fried rice. There is some ginger added to that one. It is a medium spice, and they do have the beef as the flavor.
Okay, and so what I found fascinating is you have ginger fried rice, pineapple fried rice, and basil fried rice.
Yes.
And I said, oh, can we blend two of those? Because I've never had the ginger fried rice.
Yes, yes.
So are there whole ginger pieces that are fried?
Yes, yes. And then they might have put some of the ginger sauce then as well in there.
Okay, so I did get some fried ginger, and it's right there. Got some beef, got the whole medillo. Here we go. Makes all the difference. Wow. So creative.
Yes, yes, they do a good job.
And then served in this pineapple, it's quite juicy. Like, I really like that there's moisture to the rice and it's not all dried out. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this here is sake.
Yes.
So you have sake too?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
and you say this is green apple?
Yes.
I was so excited when I heard about it because I was like, one of my favorite sakes is green apple. And Kelly's like, we have that. Full of surprises. Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's the one. Good.
That's the one. That's
Wonderful.
Add that to your list with the Indiana Beach
Yes.
sushi
yes.
roll. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about the bento box. What is the origin of it?
So I believe it's from Japan. It has to do with whenever people would take food with them to work or to school, the lunch boxes and the divided portions. So you could have cold and hot, different flavors, and not have them
So
there.
creative, and have it like really on display where you feel like you have your own little buffet at your
Yes,
table.
ma'am.
And so is this your chicken?
Yes, that's the chicken hibachi or chicken teriyaki.
Oh, yes. So cooked with that little flame on the actual hibachi grill. And then I see the sweet and sour sauce. And what type of sauce is that right there?
So that's the yum yum sauce. So you get that. You get that almost any Asian restaurant. Ours is made in-house with its own recipe, so we get a lot of compliments on that one.
Really? Okay, so Kelly, I see some other rolls that are here, and then the sushi combination. So tell me about that beautiful roll.
Sure, so the furthest one from us, that's the Spicy Lovers. We did develop it for Valentine's Day. It does have that shrimp tempura, the cucumber, the spicy crab, and then topped with that spicy tuna.
Oh, I love spicy tuna. And then you have the little crunchers on top. And then what is that egg? What is that fish egg called?
Tobiko.
Tobiko.
That one is. And that one does use soy paper. It's the only one of our rolls that comes with soy paper. Otherwise, it would be using that nori or the seaweed.
Really? I'm thinking soy paper. Okay, I don't think I've had a soy paper sushi roll, so let's see. A lot of flavor. Talk to me, what is soy paper?
So it's a good option for people that want a little less chew, because the nori being seaweed, it is a little more of a bit of a chew or texture. The soy paper is a good option for that.
All right, Kelly, so what is the final item here? What is this called?
So that is the shirashi. It is the sushi rice, which has a little bit of vinegar, sugar in it, and then it's topped with an assortment of fish.
So this is interesting. So it's kind of like sashimi?
Yes.
But like on a roll?
Or on just the rice, yes, on a bed of rice.
Okay, this is just so fascinating. I feel like we got to get up in there and
Yes, fully.
and just pull one off. All right, these options are so good, but it's time for me to choose Jessica's favorite pick of these entree items. And it's gonna be a little hard, but maybe not. If you hadn't guessed, it is the pineapple one.
Yes,
so we
ma'am.
have the same favorite.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Love it so much. Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for chatting with
you.
me and explaining the menu. And yeah, it's been fun.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And if you'd like more information about Nori Asian Fusion Cuisine restaurant, well, we'll have their website listed below, and you can come in and try out these items for yourself and let us know what you think. And I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. It is time for Women's Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial, and today we're going to talk about insurance planning, so stay tuned. And joining me is Caleb Doan, their Vice President. Hello, Caleb.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, so this topic is very interesting, insurance planning, because insurance is something that really everyone needs, and at different stages of your life, they may need different types of insurance that they may not be aware of. So can you break down what the insurance planning is all about, especially when it comes to financial planning?
Yeah, definitely. I know we've kind of been talking about the basics of financial planning. Insurance is one of the pieces that people might not initially think about when they're thinking about financial planning. A lot of times they're thinking about more of the investment side of things, but insurance certainly plays a really big role. So we want to make sure it's part of a holistic financial plan. And there are several different types of insurance that we look into when we're doing a financial plan for clients. You know, we'll look at their health insurance, we'll look at life insurance, and then we'll even look at long-term care, which is kind of like nursing home insurance. And all three of those might be necessary for clients, or possibly, you know, over time, some of those might fall off. Oftentimes we see life insurance, you know, especially when you're younger in your working years, life insurance is a bigger need. As people get closer to retirement, it's maybe not as much of a need, but then you might need long-term care insurance because over the course of retirement, you might be more likely to end up going into a nursing facility.
Exactly. And so let's break it down a little bit further. So, so life insurance, of course, is in the event that you die, you have a beneficiary that will receive a payout. And I know, like, as you're investing in your life insurance, like you said, at a young age, the older you get, the less you're investing because you're closer to an older age and closer to the death, if we will. Is that what it is? Is that why?
It definitely depends on the type of life insurance. So even within that first life insurance bucket, there's a lot of different types. There's term insurance, there's whole life insurance, universal life. Some of them are set up where you're going to kind of front load it when you're younger, and then maybe when you're older, you don't have to pay as much into it. But it really depends on the type of insurance that somebody has. And so with part of the financial plan, one of the things that we do is look at all the life insurance policies that someone has in force, and oftentimes they might not really know the type of insurance that it is. They're not quite sure if the policy they have is a whole life or a universal life. And sometimes those policies are not guaranteed to last for their entire life, even though the client might think that that's the case. Oftentimes that happens with universal life. So we do a kind of a due diligence on all the life insurance policies that somebody has, let them know kind of the current health of those policies, and then make a recommendation. Maybe they're overinsured, maybe they're underinsured, but we want to make sure they understand that. And then on the health insurance side, when somebody's getting closer to retirement, one of the biggest things that you lose outside of your paycheck, of course, when you retire, is your health insurance through work. Medicare doesn't start until 65, and so if somebody's retiring prior to 65, a lot of times we got to make a plan for what's that health insurance going to be in the meantime, and so we use a lot of things for that.
Yeah, because there is an option, I guess, to get independent insurance in the meantime, and you're right, you got to plan for that because that's maybe a higher out-of-pocket cost.
Right.
And so, okay, interesting. So Medicare does not apply until 65, but people are allowed to retire and start getting their Social Security at 62 and a half? Is that?
Just 62. Yeah, would be the earliest. Yeah. There's a lot of those half ages, though, so that's a good So yeah, they could start collecting Social Security as early as
Okay,
62.
interesting.
And then, of course, you have to plan for private health insurance for those few years, unless maybe you have a spouse that's still working and you can be on their insurance.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the long-term life insurance, or was it long-term?
Long-term care.
Care. That's one that people don't really talk about as much. So
Right.
can you break down what that insurance is all about?
Yeah, that's probably the most rare out of the three types of insurance policies for folks to have, but that can be one of the biggest expenses that somebody has in retirement. If they go into a nursing facility, I mean, they can cost $10,000 a month. If somebody needs memory care, they might have dementia or Alzheimer's. And so that obviously can eat away significantly at somebody's savings. And if they have a spouse that's living who's not in a nursing facility, it might be eating up a lot of their joint assets. And so it can leave the other spouse in a really difficult financial situation. And so that's where we look at long-term care insurance, which basically is triggered if somebody needs to go into a nursing facility or they can't perform some of the main daily living activities. And an insurance company will step in and start paying for some or all of those long-term care costs.
So follow up for you, Caleb. Does that apply the same as like car insurance? And what I mean is that do you have to have it in advance? You can't get into a car accident and then retro call and say, hey, can you help me? Do you have to have long-term insurance in place before you even know that you will be going into a nursing home?
Yeah, you certainly would. And there's different types of policies. There's kind of traditional long-term care, there's asset-based long-term care, and we kind of prescribe different ones depending on what the client's needs are. But yeah, you would certainly need to have that ahead of time. By the time you go into a nursing facility, you're typically considered uninsurable. Of course, because the insurance company, if they know that you're going to need the coverage, for certain, they're going to be, unlikely to cover somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. This is another reason why it's so important to work with a financial planner that is holistic, so you cover all the elements that people really need to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thanks, Caleb.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information about Foster Financial or taking an opportunity to work with them, well, guess what? Their phone number and website is listed below. Give them a call and start your financial planning today. And I look forward to seeing you after the break. Bye-bye. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.